Welcome to Video Game Trivia, the competitive trivia show about video games. I'm your host, Jacob McCourt, and today I have two friends with me, Dan and Connor. Welcome to the show.
Howdy. It's great to be here.
Hey.
Are you guys ready for the gauntlet? I need to know.
Lay it on me.
All right, so here are the
Let's do
rules
this.
of video game trivia. Most of the game, you are going to use your name to buzz in. So in my case, it would be Jacob. Let's try it out, starting with Dan. How would you buzz in?
Dan.
And Connor, how would you buzz in?
Connor.
Perfect.
Really fast like that. Connor.
There are different rounds. Point values increase as the game goes on. You'll need a pen and paper, which we covered. But all in all, just have fun. The first round is called the speed round. I will transition over to my slide deck. In the speed round, I'm going to give you 7 questions from the world of video games, and each question that you answer correctly will get you 1 point. Are y'all ready?
Ready.
Yep.
All right, here is question 1. Buzz in with your names to answer the question. Here we go. The Burnout series of video games was created by which British video game developer?
Connor.
Yep.
That was Criterion Games.
Criterion Games is the correct answer. You are on the board with 1 point. Let's keep it going.
Oh, yeah.
Question 2. Which 2017 game had a DLC pack called Moon Crash that turned the game into a roguelite? Which 2017 game had a DLC pack called Moon Crash that turned the game into a roguelite?
Oh, that sounds familiar. I got nothing.
Do you guys want to take a free guess?
Yeah, I got.
These guesses are free. They cost nothing. Katie is in the chat, and she says she has no idea as well. So the chat also does not know.
2017 Moon Crash.
I'll give you all
That's
5,
not
4, 3, 2,
stop.
1. The game is Prey.
Oh. I forgot about Prey. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people had forgotten about Prey. But here's the next question, and it's also about Prey. Which studio developed the original Prey? Did y'all know there was an original Prey?
I know about the original Prey. I have a guess.
Yep.
Is that Arcane Studios?
Arcane is a good guess, but not the correct answer. That's a good guess, though. Dan, you want to give a guess? This one's actually tough.
Yeah. I remember that game pretty well, but
No?
I don't think this will be right. I don't think this will be right. But 2K.
2K is not the correct answer. They're the publisher on the game, so that's another good guess. This one is
close.
Human Head Studios.
Human Head. Okay.
Yeah, I think they're based in Texas, but this next question is easier, I swear. Here it is. Rumors are swirling about a Dead Space remake by Electronic Arts. Between Dead Space 1 and 2, Visceral Games created a AAA game based on a 14th century poem. Name it. So this would have come out in 2011.
Dan.
Yep.
The Order 1860 or 1886.
That is a good guess, but that's not the correct answer. That's a good guess. That is Ready at Dawn and would have come out in like 14.
I think that was like 2015.
Yeah. That's a good guess, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Visceral Games developed a 2011 game
Yep.
based on or named after a 14th century poem. You
Yep.
said?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
And if you want to follow along with the slides, you can stream them in Discord as well.
Okay.
Katie is stumped
man,
on this one, too.
I feel like I know what Visceral did before Dead Space, but I just can't name it.
Give you a guess for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Green Sleeves.
Not the right answer, but this one was Dante's Inferno. Do you remember this one with the marketing campaign outside E3?
The guy with the scythe.
Yeah.
Damn
Exactly. Our next question is
Embarrassed
about the folks that made Dante's Inferno. Actually, it's not, but it ties into Dante's Inferno. Grasshopper Manufacture, the creator of Killer 7 and No More Heroes, made another hellish title around the same time as Dante's Inferno. Name the game.
Oh man.
I can
That's
give
not-
y'all a hint if it's helpful. This is a Suda 51 game. Published by Electronic Arts, would have been on the Xbox 360, PS3 kind of era of consoles.
These are deep cuts.
I promise they're not all this tough.
I want to say Mad World, but I know that's not right.
That is a really good guess. Is that your answer? You didn't buzz in, so I'm not gonna. That's not your answer.
Yeah.
You can keep going.
Yeah. It's not No More Heroes. Hellish title. I'll buzz in.
Yep.
I know this isn't right, but I'll just say The Darkness.
The Darkness, again, a good guess, but not the right answer.
I got nothing.
Dan, you want to take a guess?
I'll take a guess. Amnesia?
That's another good guess. This one is actually Shadows of the Damned. Do you remember that with the red cover? I'm in hell today.
I'm seeing the cover art in my head now. I didn't think of that.
Here's our sixth question. We got two more, and I swear one of them is maybe a little easier. Grasshopper Manufacture also worked on a zombie game starring a cheerleading zombie hunter voiced by Tara Strong. The game was also a collaboration with James Gunn. Name the game.
Connor.
Yep.
That is Lollipop Chainsaw.
Lollipop Chainsaw is the correct answer. Did you play that one?
No, I just remember hearing a lot about it when it came out.
I played it. It was weird.
Yeah. I hear it was fun, but like just really off the wall and strange. But.
Yep, that is a perfect way to describe it. I've got one more question, and it ties into the last one. For some reason, all these questions tie together. Tara Strong voices the female lead in this twist on Capture the Flag. In the game, you must feed cake to royalty to avoid your flag from being carried away. To avoid your flag being carried away. Tara Strong voices the female lead in this twist on Capture the Flag. In this game, you must feed cake to royalty to avoid your flag being taken away. This is a PS3 game.
To be fair, Tara Strong's in like everything. So.
Yes, she is a very prominent voice actress.
Tara, if you're watching this, you're great. I love you. Not that you're watching this.
Oh my gosh.
Les Brock in the chat says, "What the hell are these games?" Yep, go ahead.
Fat Princess.
Fat Princess is absolutely the correct answer. Where did you pull that from?
I pulled that from being one of the only people to have a PS3 at launch, and and like every exclusive that came out, I had to know about because they were the only things I could play. Yeah, I had that fat PS3 with the yellow light that eventually kills it.
Yep, that you could play PS2 and PS1 games on the actual console itself.
The good old days of backward compatibility on hardware. That didn't have to be installed or anything. Yeah.
Those days are no more. We're gonna move on to the next round. This is called the hit list. In the hit list, it's a category where I'm gonna ask you one question with multiple possible answers. Please wait until I fully ask the question, then you can buzz in. The first person to buzz in gets to guess first. Y'all will go back and forth until you get 3 incorrect answers, and you get 1 point per correct answer. So there's an ability for you to get tons and tons of points here. This one has 19 possible answers to it. Let me read out the question for you. So I have a saying about a certain very good video game publisher. Annapurna Bangers Only Interactive. Name the games that they've published since 2017.
Dan.
Yep. Okay, Dan. So that means that I'm going to flip over here to my little sheet here. and I will take your first answer.
What Remains of Edith Finch?
Yeah, What Remains of Edith Finch is a correct answer. So that's
we're in
one
your
point.
wheelhouse now, Dan. Uh-oh.
So that means that I put your tag, not your name,
Okay.
Connor.
That's fine.
What is your first answer? Katie, that's a right answer.
Maybe this is kind of a guess, but Unfinished Swan. Is that one?
That is a very good guess. And they published the Windows and iOS version, so that's a right answer.
Oh, sweet. That was a Hail
Nice.
Mary.
That was a good
that was
Hail
a good-
Mary.
That was a great guess.
Dan, back to you.
Journey.
Journey, they published the Microsoft and iOS version, so that's a correct answer. Connor, back to you.
Kind of another guess, but I'll say Gone Home. Is that one of them?
They published the Switch and iOS versions. That's the correct answer. Dan, back to you. You guys are just getting the hey, they published it on certain consoles answers.
On technicalities, that's how we win.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Dan, back to you for your
Kentucky
third.
Route Zero.
Kentucky Route Zero is a correct answer. Connor, back to you. There are 14 answers left.
I can't compete with your indie knowledge, Dan. That's crazy. Let me see here. This is out there, probably wrong, but Abzu.
Abzu is not a correct answer, but that is a very good guess. That's one strike for you, Connor. I go back to Dan. Do you have a fourth answer?
Florence.
Florence is a correct answer. Connor, back to you.
Night in the Woods.
That's a good guess. Not a correct answer, however.
Damn it.
So that is your second strike. That one is Finji.
Okay.
Dan, back to you for a fifth.
Gorga, I think is what it's called.
The name of the game is Gorogoa, and I will give it to you. Absolutely correct.
Yes. Speaking abilities not withholding me.
Truly, I don't even think I spelled it right, so you're totally good. That is your fifth. Connor, if you get this incorrect, you are out, and Dan continues to guess until he misses 3 times.
Sudden death. Oh man. I think I'll go with Who's All Gone to the Rapture?
That's another good guess. You keep guessing really good ones. That one is not a correct answer. So that means that for this round, you are out. And Dan, you get to keep guessing until you get 3 wrong.
Cool. Donut County.
Donut County is a correct answer. What else you got?
Flower.
Flower is also a correct answer.
I thought of that.
Connor just sitting there going, damn.
I'm kicking myself over here.
He's got all the low-hanging fruit, so now it's tough.
Sayonara Wild Hearts.
Sayonara Wild Hearts is a correct answer. What else you got? I need to be able to spell Sayonara Wild Hearts. There we go.
Coma? They might not need to do that one, but I'm going to guess it.
You said Tacoma?
Yeah.
Tacoma is not a correct answer. That is your first strike.
Okay. What else is on this list?
I need to know who publishes Tacoma.
Yeah, I was thinking because of Gone Home, maybe they did. Also used it for that. Indie games that had come out. Man, shit.
The rest of them are pretty tough, actually.
Really? I'm like, I can think of perspective ones. Like, I know 12 Minutes is them or something, but I'm
Yeah,
like,
that would be a future release, yes.
yeah, that would future points. Someday that will count. No.
Now you're just cheating. Just looking into the future.
No, no, right. Man. I don't think I have any more. That sucks to have two guesses.
Do you want to just
but I
take
can't
take
think
a
of
wild guess?
anything else that would be there. The other indie games I can
stab
think
at
of
it.
are ones that I know. The Witness. I don't think that's one
The Witness is
but-
not a correct answer. That is your second strike. You got any more guesses? Fogey Bear in the chat, that's not a correct answer.
Get it together, Fogey Bear. Come on. I'm kidding.
I'm trying to think of any. No, that's all I got. That Dragon Cancer.
That Dragon
think that
Cancer
would be
was
them either.
self-published, so that is not a correct answer. But you did very, very well on that one. 5, 6, 7, 8 points for you, Dan, and that's an additional 2 points for you, Connor, which puts Dan at 8, and Connor puts you at 5. Let's look at the full list of answers right here. The full list is right here. Y'all got a lot of the ones that had come out early, a few that you missed. Ashen, Outer Wilds, Telling Lies, Watam, If Found, Due Process, I Am Dead, The Pathless, and Maquette, which just came out a few months ago.
Wow.
But y'all did very good.
I thought of Outer Wilds. Man.
That is a very
Outer
good
Wilds.
one.
I feel like is Outer Wilds feels like one of us should have got since that one's a bit bigger.
I just assumed that someone else published that. I don't know. I just didn't think that was connected. But I got to bow down, Dan. That was impressive. You shot right past me. I'm pretty embarrassed right now.
I'm going to we'll do a point check-in, but what I'd love for y'all to do is introduce yourselves, introduce what you do, and let the fine folks who are watching know where they can find you.
Sure. Do you want me to go first? Is that okay? Or...
Yeah, of course.
All right, cool.
Go for it.
What's up, everybody? My name is Conner Howard. I am a voice actor, podcaster, and narrator. I'm a video game geek. I just love hanging out with fellow geeks like right now. This has been fun so far. If you want to hear more of my work, you can check me out on the Lore Party Podcast Network. You can find that at loreparty.com. We're on Twitter at Lore Party, lore_party. And I'm on Twitter at Conrad the Meh. That's Conrad the MEH. And I'm also, a professional voice actor at connorhowardvo.com. You can check me out there. I need to update my website with some stuff I've done. I haven't touched it in a while, but yeah, I'm also currently narrating my first audiobook, which is taking up all of my free time, basically. So staying busy and happy to be here, and hope you enjoy the rest of the stream.
Happy to have you. Dan, what about you?
Yeah, I'm Dan. I do a podcast called The Greatest Story Ever Played. It's sort of a book club style podcast. Each episode we go into one game and kind of go deep into it. Actually, Connor and Jacob have both been on the podcast before. They're great. So if you want to hear us all talking together, there's more available to you. And my Twitter's at StoryEverPod. So if you want to talk about games, anything like that, definitely hit me up. I'd love to do that.
And so if folks, this is a good question. So if you want folks to listen to either Lore Party or The Greatest Story Ever Played, what would be the best place to start?
Definitely the best place to listen to Lore Party is probably Spotify. That's where we have the most, I think, user-friendly way to, get started. We actually have recently put together some playlists that are kind of like introductory playlists. Like, hey, if you've never listened to anything we've done before, here's a good, list of episodes to start you off. We also have playlists broken down by category or by game we cover. I think we're still working on some of those, but there's some playlists there that can get you started. But yeah, Spotify is where you can find all of our stuff. And also all the episodes are hosted on the website, loreparty.com. And we're we're all kind of like similar to what Dan does. We explore just storytelling in video games. We take a pretty analytical approach. We just break down characters, universes, settings, themes. There's a little bit of speculation sometimes what we do. Sometimes we argue a point, but other times we're just really exploring what we can pull out of video game stories and just having a good time with it.
Dan, same thing. Spotify. Do you have playlists as well, right? With music as well, like kind of interwoven in those playlists.
Yeah, I've done that before with some Spotify playlists where it's like music from the game kind of through the playlist kind of thing, which is fun. But yeah, Spotify, anywhere else you get podcasts, we're on all the main platforms. Our website's thegreateststoryeverplayed.com, and that has all our episodes too, and links to all the apps you might use. So any of those be a good way to check us out.
Well, awesome. I'm very happy to have you both here. Unfortunately, one person is doing a little bit better than the other, so let's check the scores right now. As I mentioned before, Dan, you were at 8. Connor, you were at 5. But that is about to change with our next round that I call the checkpoint. And in this round, I'm going to give 2 questions. The losing player, in this case Connor, you get to select the category that you would like. The winning player gets the other category. Each of y'all may wager up to half your points, rounding up once you know the category that you're going to select. So in this case, Connor, you can wager up to 3 points, and Dan, you can wager up to 4 points. If you get it right, you gain that many. If you get it wrong, you lose that many. The 2 categories for this one: video game voice actors and electronic arts. So in this case, Connor, you get to select the question you'd like.
I feel slightly more confident about one of these topics than the other. I'll go with video game voice actors, please.
Perfect. So that, Dan, that means you get electronic arts. Connor, how many points do you want to wager on that question about video game voice actors?
Let's go with 2 points for now.
2 points. And then Dan, your question about electronic arts, how many points would you like to wager? You have to wager at least 1.
Also.
2 points. Perfect. Okay. So we will start with the left question. So that's the question for you, Connor. The question about video game voice actors. Troy Baker, one of the most prominent video game voice actors, played the president in which wacky open world adventure game from 2013? I will take the series as the answer if you got it. Don't need to tell me the installment. There's your hint. There's more than one.
Okay, yeah, I think I got this. The answer is Saints Row 4.
Saints Row 4 is the correct answer. How did you know that one?
I played Saints Row 4, and what's interesting is Troy Baker is like the default male voice of the protagonist. You can also be a female president, the president. But what's funny is there's an option for the president to be played by Nolan North too. So and what's funny is that the option in the character creator is, do you want male voice 1, male voice 2, female voice 1, female voice, whatever it was. And then one of the options is just Nolan North. Like, they don't even name it anything else. They just say you can just be Nolan North. So, but yeah, and I looked into it and I found out that Troy Baker is the default one. So, and 2013, I think that was the year I played that too. I played it a little while after it came out actually, but no, yeah, I'm lucky I invested that much time in that particular game in that series. I never played any other Saints Row games.
Finally paid off for you, I guess.
It did, yeah.
So
thanks, Saints Row.
So there's 2 points for you. That means you're now at 7. Let's give Dan his question about Electronic Arts for 2 points. Electronic Arts published a little indie game about Yarny, a small anthropomorphic creature made of yarn in 2016. Name the game. I will give you the same hint that I gave to Connor. This game has multiple entries in the series. Katie's got it in the chat.
This feels wrong, but it's the best I can come up with. Little Big Planet?
That's a good guess. It is not the correct answer. In this case, we're looking for a small game called Unravel.
That was tough.
Okay.
I would not have
that's-
gotten that.
That was tough. Have you played Unravel or Unravel 2? It's a little yarn boy who's red.
I've seen the cover of it, but I've never played it.
Okay, well, we're almost tied up at this point. Connor, you have 7. Dan, you have 6. Iron Dad 1 in the chat. Hello. We're so happy to have you here today. We're going to move on to the next round. It's called Box Art Blitz. This is one of my favorites. In this round, I'm going to show you a small segment of a piece of box art from a video game, and your job is to tell me the name of that video game. Each one gets you 2 points, and I would suggest that you don't answer right away unless you really know it, because I can give you up to 3 clues for each one of them. Are y'all ready for the first piece of box art?
Yep.
Bring it on.
Here it is. Number 1. Let me know if you wanted that first hint. I can give you the era in which this game was originally released.
I'll take it.
All right, this is from the 360 PS3 era. It is on one of those systems. It is on both of those systems, actually.
Oh, both of them. Okay.
It's a multi-platform release.
That shoots down my first guess then. I'm glad I didn't guess.
I saw your face. You're like, I know this.
Yeah, I thought I knew it.
I can give you a second guess. Or a second clue, rather. The second clue is that it was published by Electronic Arts.
Studying the background now. I'm trying to pick out any details I can see.
Mm-hmm.
PS3 and 360. Electronic Arts.
I would take a third hint
All
if
right,
you want to give them.
here's your third hint. The name of the protagonist is in the title of the game. Those are your 3 hints.
Oh man, I had a second guess that you immediately eliminated from consideration.
And just a note to the chat, if you are watching, these 2 are not in the chat, so feel free to throw your guesses in the chat.
DM me your answers.
Whisper your answers to me.
You can DM me. I'm kidding. Don't do that. Man. I had 2 answers I was so sure of.
I'm going to close this one off if I don't hear a guess in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Does anyone want to buzz in and give a guess? These are free guesses, y'all.
Dragon Age 2.
That's a good guess. It's not the right answer.
Yeah, no clue.
Dan, you have no clue. Well, here's the fun part about this. This is a game that we spoke about earlier in the show. This is Dante's Inferno.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Dante's
I'm very
Inferno comes
sneaky.
back to spank
You
us
even
again.
said it. You even said he has the bone scythe.
Okay, for some reason, like, it didn't connect with me that the guy's name is Dante or whatever. I didn't make that connection of like Dante's Inferno is just like a book, Alighieri's Inferno. Like, I didn't think, oh, the guy in the game is Dante. I just never thought of that.
Well, there's much chance for you to redeem yourself. Tons of rounds and 4 more box arts. Here's the next one. Katie's got it in the chat already. I can give you a first hint if you'd like. The first hint that I have for you is that this game was, again, published by Electronic Arts. I can give you a second hint and say that it was released in the last year.
Okay.
And once we have some time to ruminate, I can give you a third hint.
I have a pretty good idea.
Do you want that third hint before you throw your guess out there?
Sure.
Okay. A core mechanic of this game is cooperative play. Electronic Arts, last 12 months, co-op as a main feature.
Okay, I'm gonna guess.
Mm-hmm.
I have a guess. Is it Unraveled 3? Like a sequel?
That's a good guess. That would be very cheeky of me. Not the correct answer, but your mind is absolutely in the right place.
Okay.
That would be like this game's cousin. So Dan, I'd love a guess from you.
I'm going my wrong answer from before and saying a Little Big Planet again.
Little Big Planet's a good guess. This would also be like an estranged cousin. But this one, y'all, came out a few months ago. It's a little game called It Takes Two.
It Takes Two. Okay. I love Dan's commitment to Little Big Planet. It just doubles down like, no, I'm sure of it this time. It's the Little Big Planet.
Yeah, I'm going to go for it. Every answer. I don't think I've ever seen... I don't think I've ever even seen this game. I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. Like, I was like, really... who the fuck's this kid?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be very good. So
it looks fun. Yeah.
It's from the studio that brought us. It's from the creator of Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. No, actually, is it? Is it not? I think it is. Yes, it is. And then it's the second game is A Way Out.
I've heard of A Way Out. I've heard of Brothers.
Yeah.
This is a Joseph Ferris joint. So that's your second one. I'm gonna throw up the third. Here it is.
Oh.
Do you know
Connor,
it? Yep.
That's Far Cry 4.
That is the fastest box art we've gotten. Katie got it too. It is Far Cry 4.
I would recognize Pagan Min's hand anywhere. That pink jumpsuit is a dead giveaway. Man, that's crazy. I wasn't expecting one to click like that.
I am playing this game right now, and let me tell you, admire anything Troy Baker does. That man is a genius.
Oh yeah, the guy's a legend. Yeah, hell yeah,
an absolute legend. Here's the next piece of box art. We've got two more. Here it is. Look at generic white guy.
Yeah, it's like that could be anything.
That's a good guess, Katie. Not correct. But let me go ahead and give you your first guess. This is a series that has spawned multiple different games. There are 4 games in this series. I can give you your second hint here and say that this one was released on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Windows. So PS4, Xbox One era.
Oh, okay. I have a
Fourth
pretty good
game,
idea.
Xbox One era. Generic white guy. Okay. That really cuts it down.
Let me give you a third hint.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
You said PS4 era?
This is like
Xbox
PS4,
One?
Xbox One era, yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Multiple entries, and I can give you the genre. This is an open world action adventure game.
Connor.
Yes.
Okay. This is, I'm like 80% sure I have the right title. This is Just Cause 4.
Just Cause 4 is the correct answer.
Yes.
How did you grab that one out of cyberspace?
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's impressive.
I think it was the beard and the lightning in the background, and when you told me it was like multi-platform but 4 entries, like obviously I thought Uncharted as soon as I saw it, but when you mentioned it wasn't just on PlayStation, I was like, okay, so it's not Uncharted. And then hearing that, like, it's something about the face clicked. That is Rico Rodriguez. For the record, let's just be clear. He's not generic white guy. He's semi-generic Hispanic guy,
Yeah.
sort of.
You are absolutely right.
I love Rico Rodriguez, dude. He's my man. Just Cause is such a great franchise. Like Just Cause 2, I've put literally hundreds of hours into. I love Just Cause 3. I will say I didn't love Just Cause 4. I only played like a little bit of it and didn't really click with it, but it's still a great franchise. Awesome games.
The second one, like you've said, and they've modded it now on PC, so I think you can play multiplayer, and it's supposed to be absolutely bananas. I've not played 3 and 4, but I've always wanted to. So maybe someday.
3 is really good. I love 3. Yeah.
They went on to make Mad Max 2, which came out almost at the same time as this one. Those Avalanche turns them out.
Awesome game. Yeah. I love Mad Max.
Are you guys ready for a box art number 5?
Let's do it.
Here it is.
Yep.
Interesting.
Let me give you your first hint here and say this one was released on the original Xbox and PlayStation.
Are we talking original Xbox and PlayStation 2?
Yes, yes, exactly. Okay. PlayStation 2 and Xbox.
Gotcha. Okay.
Can you tell what's in that shot?
Yeah, I have a pretty good idea actually. Not quite ready to commit to it, but
Dan.
Okay.
Is it NBA Street 2?
That is a good guess, but not the correct answer. If it makes you feel better about your answer, Katie in the chat said the exact same thing. So you and her have are on the same wavelength. Connor, do you want a second hint here?
Sure.
It is a basketball game.
Oh, good. Glad we can clarify that. I have a guess.
Okay.
Is it NBA Street Hoops? Is that the name?
NBA Street Hoops is not the correct answer, y'all. But I'm going to give you a third hint. We're just going to do it for funsies. The third hint I would have given you is this is a game developed and published by the now defunct Midway Games.
Okay. There were so many offshoot NBA games, and there was I remember Street Hoops, and I remember Jams, like the Jams series, like NBA Jams. I don't know if.
Oh, I bet that's it.
It is not NBA Jam. It is not NBA Street. Because they made multiple 1, 2, V3 home court. This game, y'all, is NBA Ballers.
Oh my god!
I was never gonna get that.
Do you remember NBA Ballers?
No.
This cover art feels familiar, which is weird, but I've never played this game.
Oh my god.
This feels like simultaneously the cover for Midnight Club Dub Edition and also NBA Ballers.
Yeah. Is it bad that I thought that for a split second I thought that was DMX? And I was like, oh, hell yeah, dude, I love DMX.
I mean, he was in Def Jam, was he not?
I was going to say Def Jam Vendetta.
Yeah, dude. Vendetta. Def Jam.
Such a good game. Such a good game.
Righteous.
Those were fun. They had,
but yeah, NBA Ballers, I was never going to guess that.
What were you going to say, Dan, about NBA,
at all.
NBA
That's
Jam
amazing.
or Def Jam?
Yeah, I remember seeing commercials for those. That's about it, though.
Yeah, they were very good. But we're going to move on to our next category here. It's called Taglines. In this one, I'm going to give you a slogan from a video game. I've pulled out old magazine ads and other advertisements, and if you give me either the franchise or the game that I'm talking about, I'm going to give you 2 points. Similar system here. If you're not quite sure, I'm going to give multiple guesses, or multiple clues rather, so you can make a good guess. Are you guys ready for the first one? Here it is.
Yep.
First slogan is run, think, shoot, live. Run, think, shoot, live. Here's your first clue. It is a very popular and prominent first-person shooter franchise. Katie, not the correct answer. Good guess, though.
Dan.
Dan, do you
Is
want
it,
more
Gears
clues?
of War?
That is a very good guess. That is not the correct answer. Iron Dad in the chat has got it.
Shit.
So, I will give you one more clue if you like, Connor. I can give you the era of game. This would have come out in the PlayStation 2 era, but also released on PC.
Okay. And it's a first-person shooter.
Yes, it is.
Huh. Because I don't think this is right, but my gut says Dino Crisis. Like, I don't think that's right, but that's what I keep coming back to.
Dino Crisis is an excellent guess, but it's not the right one. Iron Dad
because I
won
don't
in the
think Dino
chat.
Crisis was-
What?
I don't think Dino Crisis was first person, so yeah.
This one is Half-Life.
Oh!
And if you're watching, if you're in the thing watching the slides, I've actually got an old ad from a magazine pulled up about the PlayStation 2 version of this that has a split screen cooperative play.
Wow.
Look at this ad. This is pure 2000s right here.
I can't believe I forgot about Freeman. Ah, man. I'm going to live that down.
All right, well, that's the first one. We've got 4 more here. Here's your second one. A new dimension in cuteness. A new dimension in cuteness. Here's your first clue. This one appeared on a Nintendo handheld.
Okay.
Here's your second clue. This game has never been on a home console. This has exclusively been on handheld systems.
Connor, I
Yep.
have a guess. Pretty confident that this is Nintendogs.
Nintendogs is the correct answer.
Yeah.
How did you
Nice.
pull that out? How did you pull that one out?
Just, I don't know, cuteness immediately made me think, it's one of those gimmicky games. Like, I just immediately went to Nintendogs, but I wasn't sure about it until you mentioned that it wasn't on that it was on a handheld and it never was on a home console. It's like, okay, that's got to be it then. That's the clincher. I was pretty sure at that point.
Yep, and Iron Dad in the chat got it again, so he's 2 for 2, much unlike you guys. You're only 1 for 2, but let's change that right now with the third one. Here it is. Go big or go home.
Oh, boy. That could be so many things.
Let me give you your first hint here and say that this was released on the 360 and PS3. Let me give y'all another hint here and say that this is a fighting game.
I have a guess, but I'm not sure about it.
Do you want to take the third hint first?
Oh, sure. Yes. Sorry.
No, you're all good. The third guess is that, and this actually isn't that helpful, but that many of the characters, I don't want to say it like that. Some of the characters are scantily clad.
Okay, that changes my answer a little bit.
Some, but not all the characters are scantily clad. No guesses yet in the chat on this one.
Okay, I'm going to throw one out there.
Okay.
Are we talking about Dead or Alive 4?
That is a good guess, and it's why I said some, not all. It's why I corrected myself, because I didn't want to mislead you. Not the correct answer.
Hey, there are male characters that aren't scantily clad. Probably.
Zach looked real good with a shirt off.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Shirtless. Yeah.
I'm a Zach man. Let's be real.
Yeah, I get that. Respect. I get that.
Dan, do you have a guess? Xbox 360, PS3. It is a fighting game. Some of the characters are scantily clad. Iron Dad also guessed that one in the chat, so you are not alone on that, Connor.
Street Fighter? I don't know.
Street Fighter is a good guess. There are some characters that are scantily clad, but in this case, we are talking about Soul Calibur 5. Let's look at, this is Ivy's bosom. Here's
Thank
the
you
fun
for
part.
showing me that, by the way. I just want to express my appreciation.
You are so welcome. Here's the fun part, actually. There were ads in Japan that were much more risque than that. I'm going to show you them to you now. I actually don't think I could show them on Twitch, truly.
Oh, my God.
They aren't, like, it's not their, butt and genitalia, but it's, boy, it's close.
We're getting algorithm right now. Here comes the strike right now.
Should I put this in the hot tub stream?
Here comes the hot tub stream.
Yep.
There are some comments in the chat on this one. Katie says, wow, this is an ad. Link says, every iteration, I don't think Ivy's chest could get any more wild. That was in all caps. And she says, they say, oops, caps lock.
They keep making Ivy's boobs bigger.
Yeah,
somehow. Like you always think like, no, there's no way they can go any bigger, but they do. They somehow find a way.
Yeah, her proportions.
Same with Tally, too.
Yeah, their proportions are just like, I'm like, how do you do that? What is gravity?
How does your computer render that much like physics?
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna get off of these ads now.
No. Let's stay on the ads. But no, as soon as you said it wasn't Dead or Alive, I immediately thought like, okay, it might be Soul Calibur then, but I have no idea which one. So, I don't know. That was the safe bet.
I would have taken Soul Calibur as a guess,
just as a franchise. Yeah. You know what my first guess was before any of the hints?
What was it?
Was Godzilla King of the Monsters. Was what I was gonna say.
Good guess. War of the Monsters, good game also on PS2.
But Godzilla isn't scantily clad in those games.
No.
Unless he's naked, though. He's not wearing
technically,
anything.
Godzilla's naked.
Yeah. Sorry, let's move on. I'm not going to...
No, it's all good. Here's our fourth one here. The slogan is half man, half demon, pure vengeance.
Okay.
Let me give you the era of game first. This is the PlayStation 2, Xbox era of video games.
Okay.
This would be an action adventure game. Half man, half demon, pure vengeance.
I think I have it.
Okay, what do you think it is?
I think it's Devil May Cry.
Devil May Cry is the correct answer.
Nice.
Are you a
man.
fan?
You know what? It's weird. I will say I'm a fan at a distance. I'm not like fanatic about it, but like I appreciate the Devil May Cry games just to a great degree. Like I will confess, throw your stones now. I've only ever played Devil May Cry 3. That's the only entry in the franchise I've played. I've heard the new one's good. I heard the reboot is actually underrated. You know, like the guy with the short black hair that everyone hated. I hear that actually wasn't a bad game, like in terms of the gameplay. But no, yeah, I really enjoyed Devil May Cry 3. That's the only one I've played to completion. But it's a fun series, man. I wish more games were like that, just over the top and like cartoonish violence and like style driven combat. It's cool, man. It's a very cool franchise.
Yeah, I think the DMC Devil May Cry remake was made by Ninja Theory, was it not?
I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, and I heard that, like you said, that one was very good. Also, like, made a lot of fun political commentary, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Links in the chat says, I watched my brother play the PS3 reboot, and that was my introduction to the series. Yeah. Good ass games.
Nice.
Here's our last one here. This is number 5. It's a short one. Clean up.
Okay. Plenty to work with there.
Whoa, sorry. Link says, on aisle 5. Very good.
Naturally.
Here's our first hint. This would have came out on the Xbox, PS2, GameCube era of consoles. And it only came out on one of those.
Okay. Gonna have to stroke my beard for this one.
Here's your second hint. This one is a platformer.
Okay.
We got a guess in the chat. Katamari Damacy. That's a good guess. That is not the right answer. That's a good guess, though.
I think I have it.
Okay.
Is it Super Mario Sunshine?
Super Mario Sunshine is the correct answer.
Yeah.
Nice. I was thinking Nintendo the whole time, and I'm like, all right, what are Nintendo games? And I'm like, Luigi cleans his mansion. I'm like, no, that's not it. Like, where are we going?
I would play that. I would play Luigi cleans his mansion.
No, truly, Iron Dad in the chat right before you said it said Luigi's Mansion. Love that vacuum. So that's a good guess
actually
too.
You could argue that would have been a good tagline for Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah.
So Dan,
That's
you
what I was
may not be
thinking. I was
winning
like,
this game, but it sounds like you have a job at Nintendo marketing coming up.
There you go.
Right. Yeah. Come get me.
My first, you know what I wanted to say? I wanted to say Bubble Bobble for some reason. I don't know why. I just went like, I knew that wouldn't have been right though.
Y'all, we have 2 rounds left. This is the penultimate round. Still time, Dan, for you to catch up. This one's called Metacritic Critic. In this one, you're going to need your pen and paper. I'm going to give you a set of games from a particular year, and you're going to write down the Metacritic score for it. Closest to the score wins. If there's a tie, the player who's under the score wins. So example, if the score is 78, one of you says 80, one of you says 76, the person under the score will win. If you tie, I will give you another game, either in the same year or a sequel to that game. Are you guys ready for your first one?
Yep.
The year is 2017, and the first game is Drawn to Death. Who knows this one? This is a David Jaffe joint. The creator of Twisted Metal, and he went on to do the original 2 God of War games, and then made this PlayStation 4 title. It is a comic book arena-based shooter. So again, Metacritic is out of 100. So whenever you are ready, let me know. And again, if you're in the chat, throw in your guesses for the Metacritic score for Drawn to Death by David Jaffe. Let me know when you're ready.
By the way,
Connor.
I like when you say this is a so and so joint, like it's a movie, like a Spike Lee movie. This is a Spike Lee joint. The David Jaffe joint.
I struggled with the alliteration of David Jaffe joint. It's a Jaffe joint.
Jaffe joint.
That's a Jaffe joint.
All right, I have my guess. I'm not confident about it, but I got.
All right, show me your guesses. All right, that is 78 from Connor and 73 from Dan. In the chat, we've got 45, 62, 68, 95. Well, the correct answer is 56.
Whoa.
This game did not review well, so those 2 points go to Dan.
Points. Right.
Bummer for Dave Jaffe. That sucks.
How about Yakuza 0?
Yakuza 0.
Have y'all played a Yakuza game before?
I actually haven't.
No.
I tried to play this one and I couldn't get into it. I'm like, I recognize this is the thing that people will like. I can't vibe with it. Different strokes for different folks. Let me know when you guys are ready.
Ready.
Changing my answer really quick. Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Show me your answers. All right, that is 86 from Connor and 86. Wow. Okay, so
what?
Wow, that's wild.
That's weird.
That's very
Holy
weird.
Shit.
Has happened before, but you guys are almost right on at 85.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna ask you to rate the Metacritic score for Yakuza Like a Dragon on Xbox Series X. Tell me the Metacritic score for its sequel, Yakuza Like a Dragon, on Xbox Series X. And I'm going to pull up the Metacritic because I don't know it myself. And in the chat, if you want, throw in your guess for Yakuza Lad on Xbox Series X.
It was wild.
Yeah, what are the odds? that was
I'm like wondering if we're gonna like keep doing it, like it'll be like a weird war situation.
That'd be great.
All right, y'all, show me your scores.
Okay, here we go.
Dan, what do you got?
83.
83. Okay, so Dan, you say 83. Connor, you say 81. Let's read out the chat. The chat says, sorry, a lot of chat going by really quick. 78, 88. Dan, you are right on. That answer is 83. Well done, sir.
Damn.
That's awesome.
Very, very
Nice
good.
job.
So those points go to you, Dan. Let's keep this going with 1-2 switch. Y'all,
Okay.
is 1-2 switch a good game?
It's kind of a guess, but
Dan, you let me know when you're ready.
Ready.
Yep.
Connor, you ready? Show me your scores. Okay. Connor says 62. Dan says 68. In the chat, we've got some wild variants. Lesbrack says 58. Travis says 67. Iron Dad says 45. Link says 68. The correct answer on this one is 58. So that's 2 points for Connor.
Ooh.
Yes. I had a feeling it would be in the 50s somewhere, but I wanted to cover my bases.
It's just like not much of a game.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that. Like, it's just kind of one note, I guess.
Katie actually got it right on in the chat, so the chat is losing their mind because she gets 58 right on.
Wow.
Good job, Katie.
Nice.
Another Switch game. How about ARMS?
ARMS.
Did y'all play ARMS?
I did not.
No.
I didn't have a Switch at launch, so I missed out on most of the launch titles.
ARMS is interesting. I'll leave it at that without saying more so I don't spoil it. How's score be?
How be the score? Sometimes it do be like that.
It do be
I'm
like
ready.
that. Dan, are you ready?
Yep.
All right. Show me your scores. Okay, so that's 52 for Dan. 59 for Connor. Okay, in the chat we've got 74, 83, 77. How does score also? 77 is the right answer. So in this case, Connor gets the points again.
Way higher than I thought.
Iron Dad got it right on that one, right on. These folks in the chat, they know how to play a Price is Right style pricing game.
Yeah, you people are smart. Man. Sharp folks over there.
Here's the last one. This is Mario Party, the top 100 for the Nintendo 3DS. You know how they just announced that new Mario Party for the Switch that has 100 games from the N64 titles? This 3DS game is actually very similar to that, in that it collects 100 games from other Mario Parties and puts them into one package.
One sec. All right, I'm ready.
All right. Show me your scores. All right. Dan, that's 80. Connor, that's 88. The correct answer on this one, I'll read the chat first. Lynx says 75. Iron Dad, 58. Lesbrek, 62. Dis not a good game. It's a 59. So that's 2 more points for Dan.
Oh no.
Not a good one.
Oh no.
In the chat, Iron Dad said 58 and Lesbrek 62. So they were almost right on. They've got good barometers for games. I'm going to do another score check before we go into our final round here. But before we do that, I would love for y'all to, once again, tell the folks that are watching where you can be found on social media.
Yeah, hey, once again, thanks everybody for tuning in. My name is Conner Howard. I'm a voice actor, podcast host, and narrator, and you can find me on Twitter at Conrad the Meh. That's CONRADTHEMEH. I was coming up with my handle, and I thought, Conrad feels like it would be followed by something like The Great or The Magnanimous, but I was like, you know what? Let's just do The Meh. The Meh. And that's me. You can also find my professional voiceover work at connorhowardvo.com. And hit me up. Don't be a stranger.
And Dan.
I'm Dan. I do a podcast called The Greatest Story Ever Played. We dive into one game each episode. My Twitter's at StoryEverPod. Hit me up to talk about games. I'm pretty active on there, so yeah, definitely hit me up.
And you do some great kind of Twitter stuff. So, like I said, if you like video games, give this man a follow. Here's the score before we go into the final round. In second place with 12 points is Dan. And in first place with 21 points is Connor. So this is very much still a game. And you actually have some folks in the chat. The greatest story ever played is so lovely, says Andrew, a.k.a. Iron Dad.
I agree.
It's very good. It's very good. Here's the deal with the bonus round. One question, bet as much as you want. Answer correctly, you win that many points. Answer incorrectly, you lose that many points. I'm going to give you the category. It's much like Jeopardy, R.I.P. Alex Trebek, where I'll give you the category. You will then wager. You will get the question, and then you'll be asked to write it down, much like Jeopardy. What I'll also do for the crowd is have you share how many points you wagered, just so they can be suspenseful on the edge of their chairs as we enter this final round. Any questions about this? This is a righty question, not a say-y question. I'll give you the category.
Just make sure. Okay, sorry. Just make sure we get the category, then we wager.
Exactly. So the category is video game developers.
Okay.
So I will give you time to think about how many points you want to wager. You can wager all of them. So in this case, Dan, you can wager up to 12. Connor, you can wager up to 21. Think about the strategy. It's Jeopardy. Video game developers is a question. When you have written down your wager, let me know. And then we'll share it with the audience who's watching. Do not say your wager out loud. All right, Dan has his wager. Okay, Connor has his wager. So what we'll do is, Connor, if you could close your eyes. This is very high tech. If you could cover your eyes, what we'll do is we'll get Dan to raise his piece of paper and show us how many points that he's wagering. All right, put it down, Dan. I've got it. Thank you so much. And then, Dan, if you could cover your eyes. And Connor, show me how many points you are wagering. Perfect. If you can put that down. What we will do is I will read the question twice for you. And then you'll have 1 minute to answer the question. At the end of a minute, make sure you have something written, because then I'm going to ask you your answer, and then we're gonna see who won this game. Are y'all ready?
Yep.
All right. Here's the question that I will read for you twice. Night School Studio, developer of Oxenfree and Afterparty, made a phone game based on a popular dystopian American drama thriller television series about cybercrime. Name the TV show / game. I will take the franchise. You do not need to name the game exactly. I'll read it one more time for you before your timer starts. Night School Studio, developer of Oxenfree and Afterparty, made a phone game based on a popular dystopian American drama thriller television series about cybercrime. Name the TV show / game. You have 1 minute starting now. Seconds. Seconds. 5 seconds. Do you all have your answers? All right, well, I'm going to read the question one more time, and then I will ask for your answers as well as your wagers, and then I'll tell you how you did. Night School Studio, developer of Oxenfree and Afterparty, made a phone game based on a popular dystopian American drama thriller television series about cybercrime. Name the TV show / game. I will start with Dan. Dan, you have 12 points. Tell us what you wagered and what your answer is.
I wagered 9, and I went with Mr. Robot.
All right, you wagered 9, and you said Mr. Robot. Connor, you were at 21. Tell us what you wagered and what your answer was.
I wagered 10 points, and my answer is Veronica Mars.
Your answer is Veronica Mars. Well, the chat got it. One of you has got it. The correct answer is absolutely Mr. Robot. Dan, did you play this game?
No.
How did you know all about it?
Looking at Night School Studios stuff. because I like Oxenfree and After Party, so I think I just saw it on their website or something one time.
And this is the trailer for that game. I can't even tell you what the subtitle is, because it's like a bunch of letters and numbers, and I think it's supposed to spell a word, but I don't. We'll get it at the end here, but I forget what the subtitle was. But I think it was between seasons 1 and 2 this thing happened. Exfiltration, I think is what it was called. So with that, I'm going to show off the final scores. Unfortunately, our leader ends up in second place with 11 points. Connor, you got 11. And our winner today with 21 points. The tables literally turned in this final round. Dan with 21 points. Congratulations, you are the winner.
Thank you, Annapurna, because you saved my
Sneaky bastard. Last minute. Shank me.
Annapurna saved my ass.
Well, and Mr. Robot saved your ass.
Yeah, and Mr. Robot being able to Hail Mary on that was really helpful.
If in the chat, Link
What an
says
upset.
After Party so good. What an upset, they are saying in the chat. So congratulations. That is our show for today. Any final closing thoughts before we close this one out?
Just this has been an awesome time. I've had a great night, and Lore Party Podcast Network, loreparty.com. Check it out. Thanks to Dan for being such a gracious opponent. I bow to his skills and his knowledge, and thank you to you, Jacob, for having us on. This has been great.
No, anytime. Anytime, I mean it. We are going to stick around for 2 minutes after I close the show for YouTube to pick someone to raid. But let me flip over to my little screen here and just share a little bit about me. This has been Video Game Trivia. You can find all things Video Game Trivia on Twitter at VG_trivia. I host 2 other podcasts. One is called the Left Behind Game Club. It is a video game book club podcast. Dan has been on the show. Connor, hopefully, I'm putting him on the spot here, will be on the show someday. I also host another show called Cutscenes. It's a video game movie podcast. That is a seasonal show. You can find those on all major podcasting platforms. You can find me mostly on Twitter at Jacob McCourt, JACOBMCCOURT. And that is our show. Thank you so much. If you're on YouTube and you've made it this far, give me that like, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you again soon.